Hello, very good afternoon to ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in on time. I'm Jun Kit, your speaker for today. We see that there are quite a few of you who have already turned up on time. Thank you very much. So now let's wait for another 2 minutes while we wait for other attendees to join us. Then we will start on 12:02 p.m. So we appreciate your patience and see you later. Okay, once again, very good afternoon, all of you. Thank you for joining us here today at our lunchtime live webinar. I'm Jun Kit, and today we will be going through the guide on using free Phillip MT5 trading tools. Okay, before we proceed, I think it is important for us to make this disclaimer that whatever that will be covered during today's session is only for educational purposes only. It does not constitute as any investment advice, as we are not catering this content to your own investment objective, financial situation, risk appetite, and etc. Okay, so we hope that you are able to gain something out of this session in terms of elevating your experience using the Phillip MT5. Okay, so taking a look at today's session outline, first, we will start by introducing to you the two trading tools that we want to talk about today. They are the Trading Central and as well as Acuity Signal Center trading tools. So these are the two tools that we'll be talking on today. And after that, we'll be going through a very brief and simple guide on how to find these tools and where to download them, as long as along with a few simple steps to do it. Okay, then we will go through how to launch and navigate these trading tools on your Phillip MT5 trading platform. And after that, we will be showing you how you can trade on free trade signals in very few simple steps that is all available on MT5. Okay, and then after that, we would look into a new way that you are able to monitor and act on economic events with these tools that we have. And last but not least, we will have an exciting and exclusive promotion for those of you who are attending this session live here today. All right, before we proceed further, I'd just like to make a statement that this session is catered only to the trading tools on our Phillip MT5 trading platform. Therefore, we would not be going through the basics on how to navigate this platform. We would only be going through these trading tools that you can download on this platform. Okay, so the first tool that we have here is Signal Center by Acuity. Okay, and it is a plugin based MT5 trading tool that would generate trading ideas using a combination of AI and human-led analysis. So essentially what this does is that it simplifies the decision-making process for you before you make a trade. Okay, and then all these trade ideas, they are actually assembled by a team of technical analysts at Signal Center, and then they are also regulated by the UK Financial Conduct Authority, the UK FCA. So unlike a lot of Forex traders, they would go outside, to random places like a Facebook group or Telegram channel to look for, trade signals. So we just want to highlight that these signals that we provide on the platform, they are sourced from a regulated and compliant institution. Okay, and a few key points that we think it's really remarkable about this trading tool. Firstly, it has clear calls to action. So each trade idea that you will receive on this platform, it consists of clear target levels, confidence rating, as well as you would receive continuous updates on each of these trade signals. Okay, and secondly, these strategies, they are all transparent in a way that every trade idea is generated by a team of expert analysts and accompanied by the strategies behind them. They wouldn't just tell you to set what kind of buy limit, sell limit. Not only that trade idea, along with this trade idea, they would also give you a few justification. If you like to look deeper into each of this, you could look at the justification and strategy that they give, and ultimately decide if this is a trade idea that you want to follow and trade. Okay. And thirdly, it is performance monitoring. The performance of every signal is actually monitored, and they are translated into the confidence rating of each new signal. And then based on all the trade signals that you see here, you are able to look back at each of them that was generated to see how they have performed. So did they expire, or did they close with a profit, or did they close with a loss? So the track record, in a way, is very transparent for you to assess if this tool is the right one for you in terms of your own comfort level. So that is the first tool that we're going to share today. So later, when we move on to the platform demonstration, we are going to navigate and show you how to use it. Okay. And the second tool that we have on this MT5 is the Trading Central Indicators. So under Trading Central Indicators, there are quite a few tools that you can use, and they could be found at several places on the MT5. The first one right here is the TC Technical Views. So basically, it uses proprietary pattern recognition that it constantly monitors the market to offer you with some actionable trading plans based on the Trading Central's award-winning methodologies. Okay, and their global team of expert market technicians, they are actually there to validate all the analytical output to ensure that only the best analysis would be published and will be seen by you on our platform. Okay, so for investors who are looking for the next trade idea, this tool, which by the way displays to you what are the potential pivot level, the support level, and then the resistance level. It gives you some immediate reference points to how you should place your trade. Okay, but for those of you who technical analysis, drawing your own support resistance line and all that, this could serve as a very useful second opinion, to validate your own technical analyst views. Okay, so as you can see from the screenshot here, basically on every symbol on MT5, you are able to drag and drop these tools onto the chart, and it will tell you basically that preference. Is it like going up or going down according to the preference? And also you are able to see some very simple and concise commentary based on the different time frames. So obviously for different time frames, the commentary would be different. Okay, so that is the first tool under Trading Central. Now the second one, which we would be spending more time to walk through later on in the platform, is this tool called the TC Economic Insights. So what it does is that it allows you to monitor, anticipate and act on market moving economic events. Okay, so it's actionable real-time data, powerful impact and volatility analyst tools, and interactive charting enables you to identify and assess how the economic events are impacting the FX pairs. Okay, so because all of us hear about economic events all the time. We go to the economic calendar, we see what is it, the priority level, the actual data, the consensus data, and then the previous data. So aside from all this main data, most of us, we don't really know how to make sense of this data. Okay, so this powerful tool would give you all the reference point, the past history of this economic data and how they have influenced the price at every release. So we would be diving deeper into that later. Okay, so with the economic insights, volatility, and price direction that they project to you, you are able to make some very timely and educated decisions, around economic events. Okay, and thirdly, it is this Trading Central Market Bus. So this is also under Trading Central. Essentially, this is a news aggregator. So for those people who are looking to do their fundamental analysis on share CFD, or Forex, on commodities, this market bus, it aims to help you solve the infobesity problem, where you try to look for news online. There are always too much news from too many outlets, and this place, it aggregates all that for you, and then it also does some AI calculation to compute the sentiment based on all this news. So from this tool alone, you are able to read what are the most talked about topics regarding these symbols, as well as where is the market sentiment heading. Yeah, once again, based on the news that is available on this particular symbol that you're looking at. Okay, so that is all. That is the introduction of all the tools. So briefly, I try to keep this portion short, as I feel the demonstration portion will be more important. Okay, so the next one here, I'm just going to show you quickly how you can find all these tools to download, and how you can find more information on that. Okay, so to find these tools, you can simply go to our website, phillipnova.com.sg. Okay, so assuming that you have logged on to this main page here, you can hover around the top bar here, platforms. Okay, you can go down lower, Phillip MetaTrader 5 Suite. Okay, click in here. If you scroll down, so this is the page where you can see all the information regarding the platform. Okay, so if you scroll down, you are able to see the tools that are available. So you see here, there's an explainer on the Trading Central indicators. So this button here, this orange button here, is where you'll be downloading this tool. Okay, so just click on it, just follow through some simple steps to download, and you're up and running. Okay, the next one we have here is also the same one, basically an explainer of the market bus in detail. And you can also just download it here. And the tool, the signal center tool, all right, so this is where you can look at the user guide as well as the download link. So if I click on this link right here, it would pop me on to this this simple guide. So just going through very quickly, before you download this, all the tools that you have here, make sure that your MT5 is logged on to our platform, is logged on to our server, because there are many MT5 providers out there. And currently in Singapore, we are the first and only one to offer this Acuity Signal Center. So if you logged on to the wrong broker's demo or live account, you wouldn't be able to access these trading tools. So once you have ensured that, you can go on to click on this link here. You click on this, then you'll be directed to this pop-up. Just follow a few simple steps. Click on next, select the location where you want to install, click install, and tada, it is done. So once you've gone through these few simple steps, all you have to do is just restart your Phillip MT5, and you'll be able to see the tools under your navigator panel, under expert advisors. Okay, so this is really just the very simple step to download. And let me hop on to our MT5 platform now to demonstrate to you. Okay, so this is our Phillip MT5 trading platform. Here you can trade Forex, precious metals, and CFDs. So once again, for those of you who are new to this platform, today we won't be covering how to walk through, how to navigate this this platform. We are mainly going to focus on the tools that we have on this platform. Okay, so how do you find these tools then? So assume that you have already downloaded these tools. You can hop onto a navigator panel. Here on the left, you go on to expert advisors. Okay, expert advisors, you expand it, and all the way down there, you are able to see two of the tools that we talk about. First is the Signal Center Trade Ideas. Second is the Trading Central. Okay, so to begin the demonstration, I think I'll first go with the Signal Center Trade Ideas. To apply this, simply drag and drop to the chart that you want to look at. Okay, yes. So when you have this pop-up window here, right, remember to enable algo trading. Okay. So it should take a couple seconds before it loads. Let me share my uh, screen sharing option here. So you see now that we already have this this window open. Okay. So to expand this for better visibility. All right, so this is the signal center acuity that we've been talking about. So essentially, all the tiles that you see here, they are individual trade ideas. Okay, as you can see, all the trade contracts that we offer on MT5, this plugin would be covering them. They include like a Forex, precious metals, commodities, as well as share CFD. Okay, so normally on a daily basis, we would receive a few dozens of trade ideas. But what you may notice now is that there are only a few that appears live. So for information, those that has more vibrant colors, these are some live or valid trade ideas. Okay, so those who that are more fade, no color, these are the expired ones. So the reason that you're seeing only so few now, because we are receiving these trade ideas from UK. So we would only be receiving on a daily basis the first wave of trade signals from the European session onwards, which is around 2 to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay, so that is something for you to note. Okay, so looking at the panel, the dashboard here, there are two views that you can look at. Firstly, it is this trade, this tile view. We can see information on each one, like a sell limit, what kind of pending order that they're advocating for, sell limit, the contract they're talking about, the confidence level, the entry level, the target level, as well as the stop level. Okay, so these are trade ideas that are very actionable. You know exactly when you enter, what a target and what's the stop loss. Okay, and this confidence level, it is actually based on each of all these the analysts that generate these trade ideas. They will benchmark against the past performance, the past trading ideas performance, and issue this confidence level to this trade idea that they've just issued. Okay, so may I direct your attention to the top bar here? You can do some filtering based on the confidence level. Okay, you can filter based on the asset classes that you want to look at. Okay, and you can also filter based on different type of status, different type of orders, if they've expired and all that, you are able to see here. And lastly, for those of you who are more comfortable in Chinese, you are able to switch to Mandarin for this trading tool. Okay, so may I just switch to another kind of view, which is the tile, which is the list view right here. So I think for some of us, this may be easier for us to look at. Okay, so similarly, they provide the same key information like the markets. Okay, the markets, the direction is buy, sell, the entry, target, and stop level. Okay, and the duration, it is the part where they show you what kind of duration is this trade idea for. And from our observation, mostly the Forex, they tend to be intraday trade ideas where they issue a trade idea now, and then it is set to expire by end of the day. Okay, while on trade ideas on share CFD, they tend to be a bit longer term, ranging from a few weeks to a few months, also have. Okay, and you can also see the confidence level as well as the status here. Okay, so let us dive deep into one of these. Okay, so you just simply click on one of these and you'll be brought into this individual trade idea. Okay, so similarly, you are able to see what symbol you're looking at here, and then the sentiment, the short-term news sentiment. So it is telling you the short-term sentiment here is mostly towards the negative side. So therefore, they are advocating for a sell limit with this entry level at 1.2020. Okay, along with that, they also tell you the target level and then the stop level. Okay, so what I like about this illustration, you look at a chart here. For those of us who are starting to learn about different type of orders, sell limit, buy limit, sell stop, buy stop, it may be a bit hard to grasp the idea of that. So what this does is that it shows you very very intuitively, like a sell limit. You're basically looking to buy a sell order at a price higher than the current price. Okay, so you see currently the price is down here when the trade idea was issued. When the prices goes up to here, it will trigger a sell order, and you're looking at and you're looking to hit a target as low as 1.18 here. Okay, and then the stop loss is, you know, intuitively on the other end. Okay, and with every trade idea, you are able to see when they are published and when it expires. So I think this is pretty important. Whenever you look at it, you need to know how recent it is, therefore how valid it still is. Okay, and do take note that the time that we are seeing here, UTC plus 3, it is the same timing as our MT5 timing. Okay, so MT5 timing, do note that MT5 timing is not the Singapore time. It is the UTC plus 3. Okay. So if you look here, yeah, so just bear in mind that the time here is in sync with your trading platform. Okay, and along with that, you are seeing a few lines of reasons behind the trade idea. Okay, so they will tell you, oh, they see this doji style candle, and then they will highlight to you the sentiment, and then what are the potential, is it to the upside or to the downside? Okay. And next up, they also highlight a few of the next volatility events that you should pay attention to when you're trading this signal. Okay, so coming to the most important point. Now, I see the trade ideas here, but how do I actually trade it? The answer is very simple. It is only with a click of a button, with the button you see here, Trade Now. Okay, once you click on Trade Now, you are able to see this trade ticket, by the way, that it fills in every information for you, like the type of order, the price, the stop loss, the take profit, and as well as expiration date. So do bear in mind that this expiration date, whenever you have successfully placed this order, when the entry level, when the price level is not hit by this expiry date, then this trade idea will automatically be cancelled. Okay, so it wouldn't live on forever. They only have a specific time frame for this to work. All right, and the only thing that is up for you to decide at this point is the volume that you want to trade. Okay, so right here you can see they have put the minimum on 0.01. So this is for risk management purposes. You know, they only put in the minimum tradable volume here. So from here, it is your your decision to take on how large of a position you like. Okay, so once all this information here is all good, we can proceed to place an order by clicking the button here. Okay, so right now what you see here is that trade is not allowed. Please enable algo trading using MT5 toolbar and restart the expert advisor. So most of us, when we just started this this trading tool, we don't have our algo trading enabled. So let's close this, okay, and then we have to enable our algo trading again. Then we restart our trade. Sorry, so I have to close this down here, remove, and then need to restart our trading EA. So it will come back up. All right, going back to the trade idea here. Place trade now. Place an order. There seems to be some technical issue. I think because the PC that I'm working on, I think it has some technical issues. But generally, normally, always, whenever you have enabled the algo trading, your orders should be able to go through. Okay, so after this, I think we would do a check on why is this happening, and therefore it'll be rectified. But do bear in mind, you need to enable algo trading, and then you'll be able to place a pending order from this tool right away. Okay. So I've demonstrated to you how to read this trade signals here, and then also how to place an order from here. So I like to show another feature where I said about performance monitoring. So if you come to this list view, and then if you scroll down further, you'll be able to see the status of each of these. So those that you are seeing, sell limit, buy limit. So these are the ones that are still valid, the trade ideas. Okay. So if you scroll further, you notice that some of these are already live trade. So this means that these ideas, they've been triggered already, and then it is currently running. Okay. So if you scroll on further, what you see here are some expired. So when it says expired, it means that the entry price was never hit. Okay, the entry price was not hit. So therefore, it expired by the expiration date lah. Okay. And if you scroll down further, you are able to see some of these trade ideas, they actually close for profit. Okay, it means that the entry price was triggered and then the target price was also triggered. So it means that it closed for a profit. Okay, and you are able to see also some of them, they close for a loss. Okay, so this is for you to look at the track record of all these trade ideas that they have issued. Okay, so I think that is all for this Acuity Signal Center. And next up, I'd like to show you the Trading Central Economic Insight. Okay, Trading Central Economic Insight. All right, so it can be found in the same place, Navigator. Then you just drag and drop this Trading Central here. Press OK. Okay, it would take a moment to load. So once you've launched this EA, right, there's this pop-up. There will be 3 tabs that you can choose from. First is the Forex featured ideas. The secondly is the economic insight, which we will be covering today. And third is the TC Market Bus, which is the news aggregator. Okay, so today I'm gonna go in deeper on this economic insight. So basically, this is like the really enhanced version of the economic calendar that you used to see. So basically, it's economic calendars on steroids. You are able to sort based on the time frame that you would look at, okay, and as well as the importance level right here, and as well as the countries that you want to look at. Okay, so I think these are pretty basic. You know, you can sort them according to what you're looking at. Okay, so I just like to share more about this middle panel here. Very interesting. So currently what we are seeing is the economic events that will be happening, you know, upcoming lah. Okay, so the next up, we know that the retail sales for the UK is coming. All right, and then they also give you a small insight. They say that we measured 56.05 pips volatility in the 4 hours after this past events. Okay, so this gives you a benchmark, an idea on how all these economic events actually had any impact on the price movements. Okay, so looking down here, so basically if you choose like all the G7 countries for this week and next week, these are all the main informations or important informations you should be paying attention to. Okay, if you want to read more about them, very easy. So let's talk about the Fed interest rate. I think this is a big one. Okay, so if you click on it, you are able to see a small, very simple explainer on what is this, you know, the background behind this interest rate or this economic event. Okay, so I feel this is also very important for us to, you know, education. We go through this, then we are educated at the same time. We know what they are. Okay, it doesn't only stop here. You can further explore this economic event by clicking on these buttons here. So let us start by going to this event chart. Okay, we click on this event chart, and then we are able to see the past economic events. What was the actual versus the forecasted figure? Okay, so all of us know, you know, the previous the interest rate decisions, it was in June. So from here, we can see that the forecasted interest rate was 1.75, and then the actual one was also meeting it. Okay, so it goes like that. Okay, so for different, maybe for other economic events, you would see that the actual and forecast would actually be different. Okay, so this is where you can see the past performance, the actual versus forecast. Okay, so what if you pop onto the next tab here, the price chart? It basically shows you what happened to the price, you know, when all these economic events took place in the past. Okay, so you hover over here, you see this is the June economic event, and this was the May economic event. Okay, and this was the March economic event. Okay, because if you just look at economic calendar itself and then the price charts itself, there's a disconnect, you know, that it doesn't show the correlation, or you have to manually plot the dots on your chart and you're able to see that. But with this tool here, you are able to see them at one glance. They've put it very nicely for you. Okay, and you also see the past histories, the past events data that is here, all at one glance. They've tabulated it for you. Okay, the next one, it is the volatility. So based on this economic event that we look at, you can look at its historical impact on a particular related currency pair. Okay, so for now we are looking at euro dollar 4 hours after the event. Okay, so looking at how this economic event impacted this currency pair 4 hours after the event. Okay, so you can see in the June, it impacted in a positive way. Okay, and then in January early this year, it impacted the euro dollar in a negative way. Okay, so there was like a 41.6 pips dip 4 hours after this economic event. Okay, at here the right side they also summarize for you. So in past events, 75 of them were actually 75% of these events were actually bullish for the euro dollar, and 25% of them were actually bearish for the dollar. Okay, and then down here the blue bar chart, it also highlights to you what is the true range and the average true range, the movement after this event. Okay, and lastly, the last step here, we have the impact. This is, I think, very, very interesting. So you are looking at the impact on past events on the particular contract a few hours after that. So you can change, depending if you want to see what is the impact 30 minutes after the event. Okay, so let's say from here, this point here, it highlights when the event was actually announced. Okay, so 30 minutes after that, we saw that there was a bearish trend, a decline of 16.4 pips. Okay, so let's look at, okay, so this is the recent one. So what if you want to see the previous economic event? You just simply come here, previous event, to see how it performed. So in the previous event, right, 30 minutes after that event, the prices actually went up by 8.5 pips. Okay, but of course, this is 30 minutes. If you want to see something that's clearer, maybe we switch it to like 4 hours. Okay, so 4 hours, you see, after the past events, 4 hours, the prices tend to move this way. You can go as far as you want. Okay, the previous event, it is the same. 4 hours after this event, the euro dollar actually increased. Okay. All right, so this is where you can look at the economic calendar, as well as, you know, dive really deep into what were the past performance of this data and how did they impact the price of the contract that you are trading. Okay, so I think that is the explanation or walkthrough of this this TC economic insight. So let me come back to my slide here. Okay, so just a brief conclusion on the tools that we have covered. Okay, so we've covered on the trading central, market bar, trading central, economic insight, trading central, technical views. Okay, and we have also covered the Acuity signal center by Acuity. Okay, so the conclusion is, on Phillip MT5, we have all these free trading tools that is suitable for people who are just, you know, coming here. They don't have the time to do their own analysis. Therefore, they could utilize Acuity Signal Center. They go inside and then they just follow these trade ideas with one click that, you know, the technical analysts on Acuity side, they've already produced. So very simple, just go inside and follow the trade ideas. While on the other hand, those of you who are, you know, doing your own analysis, we also have the tools like this on the screen, TC technical views, to validate your technical analysis, your own or your own levels, as well as, you know, tools like the TC economic insights for you to really look at the economic events, okay, and decide how you want to place a trade based on your own analysis. Okay, so that is the conclusion, and in a nutshell, what are the trading tools able to provide to you on MT5. Okay, so to briefly go through some of the FAQ on these trading tools, is Signal Center or the other trading tools available on mobile? So the answer is no. These trading tools, they're only available on MT5 desktop as of now. Okay, and then the next one is that, is it difficult or is it tedious to download these trading tools? The answer is no. I think I've already demonstrated to you earlier. It only takes like a few clicks, really, not more than 5 clicks for the tools to be up and running on your MT5. Okay, the third one, we get this from time to time, is that do you have to pay for this plugin? The answer is no. They are all fully free for all our clients and demo users at the moment. Okay, so you don't have to pay for any extra money to use these powerful tools. All right. And I do want to point out, however, the Acuity Signal Center, currently it is available for both live and demo, but in time to come, it will only be available to live accounts. So those people who are still trading on the demo accounts, you may get a limited access to this daily trade ideas. Okay, and lastly, where can you read more about Acuity Signal Center? I've also demonstrated this earlier. You go to our website, go to platform, and the Phillip MT5 tab, you are able to see the information as well as the download links on these tools. Okay, so I think lastly, right here, I'd like to share something very exciting for you, especially those of you who are tuning in here live today. So this is an account opening promotion for those of you who are still not a client yet. So if you scan this QR code right here and you open an account within 74 hours, okay, and then you fund in $1,000 trading credits within a week, and you receive $50 trading credit. Okay, so you scan this QR code. If you're a new client to us, open an account within 72 hours, fund in $1,000, and then you receive a free $50 trading credit. Okay, if you'd like to read more about TNC, you can snap a pic of this screen, and you can also go on to bit.ly/webinar promo 2207 to find out more about this promotion that we have here. Okay, so I think that is the end of the session. Thank you all of you for tuning in, and I hope that this session has benefited you in terms of exploring the benefits of our trading tools, to help you make better decisions in your trading and hopefully better profits for you going forward. Okay, so after this webinar, we'll be sending you a follow-up email containing the recording of this session, as well as some useful links that we've talked about, like the download links, the user guide. So all of that you'll be able to see in that email. Okay, so I think I've already conveyed most of the agendas for today's webinar. And thank you very much for tuning in, and have a great lunch, everybody. And we'll see you again on the next session. Have a great weekend ahead.